we all know and love him. Our host, Dominic Carter, has moderated debates with Hillary Clinton, billionaire Michael Bloomberg, and even interviewed Nelson Mandela. Here is our host, political commentator, Dominic Carter.
And this is how we do it. Dominic Carter with you, and this episode, TV host Wendy Williams on All Things Wendy. This is from my radio show on WABC, 77 WABC in New York.
My new friend, who I also hear on Curtis Sliwa's radio show.
Well, Dominic, as you might guess, I've been asked that a few times before.
Well, Dominic, you've asked me many a strong political question before.
To those in the press who did their job and did it with professionalism, and even to some of you who are actually kind. Where's Dominic?
I think you are really in a very, very high league. And I watch some of your competitors on, frankly, the national shows, and I say, why aren't you doing a national show? Because I really think your delivery and your questioning and your brain power is really at the highest level. So that's good.
This is Dominic Carter, everybody.
Now, here's Dominic Carter on Talk Radio 77 WABC.
And we have a special guest right now, and she is a legendary talk show host, and her name is Wendy Williams.
How you doing? What you doing? How 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 you doing?
Hey, Wendy, are you with me?
Yes, what an intro. Hi, Dom. Hi, everyone. I am not only a steady listener, but I am also a respectable human being.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
And if you say one slick word, I will hang up on you.
Okay, all right. That's fair enough, Wendy. I'll take that. I want to know, first of all, I wanted to speak to you as it relates to COVID and so on. Everybody's life has been changed, but you have to do a daily TV show, international figure. What's been the impact of COVID as it relates to your life?
Well, the big deal is that we don't have our live audience. You know, the audience there, when I come out of the double doors of my talk show, heard or seen locally here in New York on Fox 5, but also internationally, like Dominic said, wendyshow.com, by the way. When I come out, I sweat and get very ebullient. And the lack of audience now, surprisingly, has not made me lackluster in my delivery, in my opinion, because I come from radio like you. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And Curtis, not come from, but I've been behind the mic for 36 years, you know, and 12 years, you know, we're in our season 12 of the talk show, but you know, the audience is not there. My audience is actually my staffers. After the show is done, everyone scatters. They go to their offices and cubicles, and we get the show ready for tomorrow. So that's been, you know, different. But for me, it's been fine. We get tested every day.
Oh, my God.
No, we've got medics on staff. They well, not on my staff, but, you know, medics, you know, who come in, who test us all of us every day. Whether you're me, whether you're, you know, stocking sodas in the green rooms, whether you're a producer or whether you're security or whether you're a secretary, everyone gets tested. We get up the nose, down the throat, spit in the vial, take the temperature, the whole bit. So that's been really odd, but it's made us closer, Dominic, closer as a family working the show.
Wow. So,
and then
go ahead, Wendy.
The virtuals go on wendyshow.com, and they're virtual, but they're not in the studio, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you are doing phenomenal on television, Wendy. Did you know your career was going this high?
No.
Wow. So
Are you out of your mind?
No, but
did you see my Lifetime?
Yes, I did. The movie on Lifetime. Yes, I did see it,
and also the documentary.
I did.
Which, by the way, people can still now get on, on demand, Hulu, the whole bit, Lifetime, whatnot. No, I had no idea, Dominic.
Wow.
No idea.
Wow. So as you're still doing your show, and we see it every day, and we're so proud of you. I have to be honest with you. We're so proud of you, Wendy. What's going through your mind these days? I know you got a million things on your plate, a phenomenal businesswoman, but what goes on your mind these days? Is there, dare I say, is there any good gossip about celebrities, anything you want to tell us about, or are you going to stay away from that right now?
I'm not here for gossip, Dominic.
Okay, all right. So explain to me, Wendy. I don't think a lot of people understand that you listen to talk radio
all the time. I ride in on Bernie and Sid.
Look at that.
Yep, I do. Yep, I do. When I leave my apartment, because now I don't live in Jersey anymore. I'm from Livingston, New Jersey by the last 20-something years, but I'm from Ocean Township, which is in Monmouth County. That's where I was raised. I graduated from Northeastern University in Boston, but New York has always been, to me, my city, because it's been the closest to my suburban household. It's like if you grow up on Long Island, Manhattan is your place. So, I live here now, and I am part of, opinion on everything in my mind.
So you actually listen to Bernie and Sid in the morning?
Yes.
Wow. And I know for a fact that you listen to Curtis Sliwa and Juliet Huddy, who's now on at 5 a.m. You sometimes listen to them in the afternoon, correct?
No, well, Juliet actually comes on early in the morning before Bernie and Sid.
Look at that.
Your lineup.
Look at that.
Know your lineup, Dom. There's sometimes I do leave my house at 5 a.m. to be on the show by 10 a.m., but I do errands and things like that. And yes, I am a fan. Look, I'm way back to Bob.
You said to Bob Grant?
Yes.
Wow. You go back that far. Okay, go ahead, Wendy. Go ahead.
I remember when Joy Behar was a talk show host on radio.
Wow.
I go back that far. I recollect all those things, and I always thought it was weird. And one day I could tell my story, but I wasn't ready. And now the time has come, and I had no idea when someone will be ready for me to be able to help me tell my story. But yeah, I'm just a girl from Jersey.
Wow.
Who I'm dating, and COVID has had a great impact on dating. You can't kiss anyone. You can't hold hands. You can mask and be 6 feet across from the table, but a lot of phone conversation. And, we had during February a date with Wendy, and I chose a guy named Mike Esterman. And Mike is fabulous, and we did it like the old school dating game. You and I are both old enough, Dom, to know the old school dating game. And so I chose Mike, and Mike is a great conversationalist, and we talk hours. Like a short conversation is 1 hour. A regular one is 2. And we put the phone down, we walk away from it, we come back to it, and we're still there holding on like that. But, I'm 56. I know I look 36.
You do. You do. No, you do. You do. It's just, in this day and age, I got to be careful what I say, Wendy, No,
I know. But I'm telling you, I'm a grown woman and with a grown career. I planned this career. This isn't a happenstance. I knew in 6th grade I wanted to be. And Frankie Crocker and Dan Ingram and people like that, they influenced me. Like, wow, I'd come home from school, and that was back when being a latchkey kid was really safe. And no one would be there but me, and I'd peel the potatoes and, get things prepped for my mom. I was a sous chef, and, I have an older sister. She graduated from Tufts, Wanda, and a younger brother who is a school teacher. And my mom and dad, my mom passed away about a few months ago. Mm-hmm. And it took me a grip in my heart to announce it. Mm-hmm. But my mom and dad were married for 65 years.
Wow.
I never heard them fight the way we fight today. Mm-hmm. Like, the way we fight today is sleep on the couch or get the hell out until tomorrow. Mm-hmm. But I grew up in the Wayside section of Ocean Township. And, my mom passed at the hospital. And, I mean,
I know it's tough. I know it's tough, Wendy. I know it's tough.
Yeah.
We're talking to legendary television host live, Wendy Williams. You can see her Monday through Fridays on the Fox network. You can see her internationally. And
10 a.m.
At 10 a.m. Thank you, Wendy. And I wanted to talk to you again. We got to wrap up in a minute or so, but I wanted to talk to you again as it related to COVID and how you're handling this situation. Has it been tough for you on a personal level as a human being?
Yeah, we don't have to talk again about that. That's real quick.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Yes.
The answer is yes. I like the grocery stores and all that stuff, and it's been years documented of me, leaving my job and going to, the hardware store, the grocery store, the dry cleaners, getting my nails done. None of that stuff is the same as it was, and everything gets sprayed down, wiped off. And I am very close. Ironically, because of COVID, because we can't go out and see our regular friends regularly, but I am very much of a doctor person. I have the doctors who are open now, and I go to my doctors are my family. I have lymphedema, I have thyroid disease, Graves' disease. I have things along with my age and whatnot that, predispose for. Did I say that right?
Yes, you did. You did. Go right ahead.
Yeah, for stuff. So, yeah. And then boyfriends, you got to be tested again. And when I say boyfriends, doesn't mean we're doing anything more than meeting at a restaurant. Mm-hmm. You're not even coming to my house. But it's all weird. And my son, young Kev, is now 20.
Wow.
And I try to tell him, don't think that you're invincible. And, my dad just turned 90 on February 16th. And Dad is doing great, and my family migrated from up here to down there in Florida.
Hey, Wendy, I'm running out of time. Monday is Women's International Day, and what I've noticed about all highly successful people like yourself, Oprah, it doesn't matter the race, that you notice everything that's going on around you. What does that mean to you you've done very well as a woman in a business that's dominated by men?
Being an observer is the most intricate part of doing my job. I am an observer. Doesn't mean I comment on everything, but I observe, I absorb, and I squint.
Wendy, you have a niece, and you had mentioned to me before, all of her. Wait, let me go back. I still can't believe that you listen to the morning show here on WABC.
Every morning I get in the car, Sid and
Bernie. Wow.
Yeah.
And you're aware of legendary Bob Grant.
I was a fan of Bob Grant before I knew of any of you.
Wow.
Including you and Sid and Bernie. And not because I agree with politics, but because I believe that people need to be informed about all sides of the bar.
Wow. I agree with you on that. And, you know, one of the great co-hosts here, Lydia Serrani, she, your niece, worked under her. And Lydia,
Yes.
go ahead, Wendy. And
How you doing, Wendy?
That's Lydia Serrani.
How you doing?
Lydia, thank you. Alex is doing well in Miami. She's on ABC in Miami, and she's muddling her way through being a reporter. When I say muddle, because I don't know what that means. Are you happy? Are you sad? Are you dating? What are you doing? Lydia, you and I both know being on the woman's side of the track is different from being on the men's.
That's right. 100%. There are things that we go through that a man will never go through. We have had those guys looking at us, saying things to us, and yes. Yep.
Lydia, I was listening to Sarah Lee Kessler and saying, "Oh my gosh, I grew up with her voice, her face, her whole thing."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Lyd. I'll tell her you said hello.
Yes, I still keep in touch with her. She's like a superstar now, main anchor in Miami. And Wendy, you are just such an inspiration to all of us women out there. You made it. You are a superstar, and you tell it like it is. You are the original. Tell it like it is, whether you like it or not. That's what I love about you.
I don't like it, and I don't like it because I didn't sign up to be tell it like it is, or a person to be admired. I just signed up to be just Wendy from Jersey.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But now I'm stuck.
There you go. You just what do you think? Like, why so many? Everybody's like, it doesn't matter what color you are. Like, everybody loves you. Why do you think that is? You've never, I'm a white girl from the Bronx, but I always felt like when you talked, it resonated with me.
I don't know. I grew up in Ocean Township, New Jersey, the Wayside section, and I was always considered corny to my own until some squinted and said, "She's not corny." And I never tried to vacillate from exactly who I am. And now it is what it is.
Hey, Wendy, I'm looking at, you blew up my Twitter feed, and one of your fans here, I'm looking, it says Lucia Santilli. She says, when we said you were going to be on, she says here, "No way, so excited, love Wendy." What do you say, Wendy Williams, what do you say to your fans?
I listen to you when I leave work. Like, this is my thing. But I also listen to all the XM, all the Sirius satellites. I love hip hop, and I'm not denying that I don't love, Kaya, my neck, my back. But at the same time, I'm a grown woman, and I've got a voice, and I like to know all sides, whether I agree or disagree. You need to have all voices and then scramble and then make your own voice. And I'm so proud, me and my show, and this is me signing off, by the way.
Okay, all right.
Me and my show, we are going into our 13th season in September. We have worked so hard. I honestly, as Wendy, from radio to TV, never thought we'd make it past, 3 seasons. When we did our 6-week sneak peek, I never thought we'd get the thumbs up for 1 season. And I used to tell my ex, come on, if we just save money and make it hard and let's go. And now everything has, everything is bigger than I ever thought. Dom, Lydia, honestly, bigger than I ever thought.
Wow. Well, Wendy Williams, clearly, but I thank you so much for taking the time out today to join me.
But, Dom.
Go ahead.
I want to remind New Yorkers, please mask up. Please, let's bring our city back. Please, let's make it more than just a few restaurants open. And I've been to a lot. Like, now that I'm here and my kid is in Florida and I'm divorced, I am an empty nester. And I rely on going out to eat. And, 25% is not enough. 50% is not enough. I want to see that thing, but we have to be careful and not go out and be reckless. And, wear our masks, carry the sanitizers, and just, take care of each other. Take care of each other.
The great TV host, Wendy Williams. I have also appeared on Wendy's show, her television show. And again, I want to thank the one and only Wendy Williams for making time to talk to me. I also enjoyed the Lifetime movie on her life. And Wendy is so correct. In fact, she's dead on. We must take care of each other. A programming note: on March 23rd, March 24th, you can catch me on the Steve Adubato TV show. That's on PBS. Steve is a great journalist, a great host, and it will air in the New York tri-state area. Or, if you don't live in the New York tri-state area, you can watch it online from around the world. The website is 13.org. That is 13, the actual word, typed out, .org. You can always catch me on WABC Radio in New York. Take care of yourself. Love yourself. Always, always, always think positive. And remember, nothing in life can stop you but you.
Join us next time for Conversations with Dominic Carter. Reach out to Dominic on Twitter at Dominic TV Radio. Dominic looks forward to hearing from you. Thank you for joining us.